Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts, and we are now in week 4 of the collaboration. And for those of you who don't know about the collaboration, it's called the Sunflower Collaboration, and it's been hosted by Samantha Magness and Esther Steele. Samantha Magness runs BeautyinBooksCo, and Esther Steele runs the TruckingScribe. And what they did, they put together a sunflower kit for this collaboration and invited some designers to make some projects using their kit. Now, here is the list of all the people that were participating in the collaboration. So if you type in hashtag God's Beauty into YouTube or into the Google search engine, it'll bring you up to this page, and then you'll just be able to click on each of the participants and it will take you to their YouTube channel to save you, you know, scrolling through reams and reams and reams of YouTube designers. So I won't go into any more detail about that because obviously you'll have seen it umpteen times before, hence I won't show you the kit as well. Now, the project that I'm going to be doing today is I want to make a little belly band for my little journal. And what I've done is, as I've shown you in previous videos, I'm making a little 2 signature junk journal, and it's going to be quite a gator mouthed one, which is normal for me really. And at the end, what I'll do on week 5, I'll give you a flip through of everything that I've made to go in here. So what I was hoping to do was, as I say, make a couple of little belly bands to go in here to put some ephemera behind. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an envelope, and I've just got an old envelope that a card has come in, and as you can see, it's a little bit long, so I'll be cutting it down a little bit, and I'm hoping to get two belly bands out of it, or a belly band and an insert. So yeah, we'll carry on. And then these are some of the papers that I'm going to use to cover the belly band with, that I've downloaded from the kit. So let's have a look. I'll just move this to one side a second. And the belly band that I'm going to do, what I was thinking was, if I take a centre page out of this journal, just so I can get the measurements, what I will do is just score that down. And I think that looks a bit thick, the width of that ruler, so I want it slightly smaller than my ruler. So I thought what I would do was make it that width, and we'll have a look and see what that measurement is once I've cut the ruler down. So I'll just make sure that it's straight on my board, and that looks about straight there. There we go. Not quite through at the top. There we go. So let's have a look at that. So that's going to give me a little pocket. So I thought that would be about right there. And what I'm thinking is to have a little pocket at the bottom of the belly band. So I'm going to fold it up like that. Okay, so I won't give you any measurements really, because your journal will probably be a different size to mine. So, you know, just have a look at your page and, you know, use a ruler. I mean, some people might like that thickness of belly band, but I want to be able to see a bit more of the background pages as well. So I thought I'd make a slimmer one, and I want to have a little pocket in it as well. Now, in previous journals, I've actually used the window part of a mailer envelope, and I've used the window so that when I put my insert in here, I can put a flower or something like that on the insert, and it will show through the window, so it gives you a bit of added interest. Now, I could do that with this by using a die cut or drawing with a pencil, and then putting a cutting board in here and tracing it out. But I don't want to put a window in here. I'm going to decorate the surface. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do. I'll put that back in my journal so I don't lose its place. And then we'll have a look at these papers that I've chosen. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear this in half for the time being. No, I might just leave it as it is actually. And we can have a look as to what part we'd like to. I'm going to choose this one because of it's got more of the flowers now. Because I'm going to have a little pocket there, I don't need to go all the way down. So let's have a peep. And then I'll put my ruler on here. We'll just tear upwards. And then I like the torn edges. And then we'll pop that along there. There we go. And it is a little, I need to cut a little bit more off. So let's have a look down here and whether I can do that, because it's ever such a skinny little bit and I've got no nails. Cut that bit off. So let's have a look now. Now you could collage this with some book page, but because it's got script on it, you know, to make things easier, you know, it's got the script behind it, so we'll leave it as is for the moment. And then what I will do is get my glue, just clean the top. Going into the edge, like so. There we are. And then we'll ink the edges. There we are. And then we'll find something to go on the front of there. And what I'm thinking is to have a little piece of this. So I'll just get my pencil. And we'll tear a little strip. Off the bottom of there. And we'll pop that on there. And then tear along the bottom. It's going to be a tiny pocket, this, but it might be nice to hold something small. So daisy, which way around? That's better. And then I'll just ink a little bit around the edge and at the bottom. And then we'll run a little strip of glue there. And a little strip of glue there. And we'll let that dry for a second. There we are. So I'll just pop my pin back in my ink. And we'll have a look. I'll just get my little journal and we'll have a look for a page that we could pop it on. So you've got that one there. That one there. That might be a good one to give this page a bit of interest on this side. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a marker in there so I know where I want to put it. And then we'll make our little tag to go inside. So I'm just going to get some card. So I've got a scrap of card, excuse me, and I've measured to see, you know, whether it'll fit in here, and I don't think that is straight, so I might need to cut it down a little bit. And what I've done is I've doubled the size of it so I can fold it over to give it a bit of strength. So I think we need to just straighten that. So I'm going to glue that together. In fact, what I'll do, I'll glue it afterwards because I want to put a tab in there. Now, I've got a whale tail tab maker somewhere on my desk. Let's have a look. So I'll have a look and see what I can get a whale tail tab from in my scraps. I don't think that's quite big enough. Let's have a look. No, it's not. So, not to worry, not to worry. No, still too small. Right, so what we're going to do first of all is cover the front and back of our scrap piece of paper, and in order for it to be able to be written on, I thought I'd go for some fairly plainish paper. So let's have a look, see whether that fits. Better at the top than the bottom, so I obviously didn't have it very straight, and I've used the wrong edge for cutting the paper. Right, so we'll pop that onto there. Something set my dogs off again. The slightest little noise. They're very reactive dogs. I don't know if any of you've got spaniels, but they're absolutely loopy. And they hear my next door neighbours and it starts them off. So we've got that, and then I thought I would put some of this yellow on the front. So same again. Well, let me pop that on there. I'm just going in a little bit. Lovely. And we'll pop that there. Keep the little scraps because you never know when you might need them. And then, oh dear, once my glue is finished, I'm going to swap to a different glue. I mean, I've had this on a long time because I bought the largest size bottle, and it, you know, it seems to go really gloopy, and then you have trouble, you know, with having to unblock. And it doesn't help that the needles that I bought that said they were stainless steel aren't actually stainless steel, so they go a bit rusty. So of course that clogs the bottle up as well. So now then, let's have a look what we can do to make a little tab. Now I found some just plain white card, and with my whale tail punch you fold your card in half, and then I like to view it from the underneath. There's a safety mechanism there that keeps it closed. So you have to slide your card in and then give it a punch. And because I'm using a small piece of card, you've got to fish that out. I've also got some dies as well, but I don't really want to get my cutting machine out. And they actually make smaller tabs, which would probably be better in that, because this is a great big one. In fact, I might even use that small one, although it's not part of this kit, because I think this one's going to look too big. The only other thing I could do is maybe cut it down a bit and use that as a template. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I might do that. Just use that as a little template. Let's have a look and see how that's turned out. Oh, not too bad. Maybe maybe I could cut that in a little bit more so it's a bit more pronounced. and curve that bit. There we go. And a bit of ink. There we go. So I'm going to just get rid of my bits. Put that away. Just to clear the decks a little bit. And then we'll pop some glue in here. And then sandwich it in between there. So put some glue on, oops, some glue on the front and the back. And then place this halfway between. Was it easy? There we are. So I hope that you've been enjoying the collaboration and what everybody's been making. These videos that I've done ahead of time before the collaboration has started. So I haven't had the opportunity to watch anybody's videos to see what they've been doing. And now then, I think I might round the corners on those a little bit. Let's see what. Let's have a look. There we go. And that one as well. And this one. And this one. There we are. And then we'll give it some ink around the edge. Just needs a little bit more. Let me just pop my lid back in my ink. In my glue, sorry. I can't get my words out today. There we are. And then we can decorate this. We'll just make sure it fits in to the pocket. just need a little bit of glue on there. There we are. Try again. Obviously it's a bit thicker now because you've got the double layers, so I just want to make sure that it slides in. Once it's dry, it should slide in and out easy, well, you know, a bit easier. Now then, what I want to do as well is pop some decoration on here. And these strips are in the kit, so I think because that's nice and flat, I think I'm going to glue that on the front. I'll just have to cut that little bit off on the end, so I'll just fussy cut round there a little bit and make sure that fits on. And I've got to take that little yellow flower off as well, so we shall do that. There we go. Now you could put some lace behind there, but I'm not going to because I think it might impede it a little bit. I think it might make it a little bit bulky to slide in and out easily. And what you have to do is make sure that you get your glue right to the edges, because all these little leaves and things will end up folding backwards when you're sliding it in and out the pocket. So try and get to the very tips if you can. Right. Here we are. That's nice. And then on the back here, I might just put either a sentiment, or you could put a flower. I don't really want to put a butterfly because of the wings. Let me just see what there is in the way of sentiments. Or you could put these, you know, these sort of things on. Let's have a look. I've got some circles, but I think they might be too wide. But I suppose you could cut out, you could fussy cut out that around that house. No, I think I'll just put that there. I think just on the tab. What's the daisy? Make sure it's straight, Wendy. And then you can write on the back of there then. There. So that will now go in the pocket there. find something nice to go on the front. Now we've got some of these butterflies, which because I've got two, wait a minute, there's a few cut out the same. No. There we go. Could actually do a double wing one. So let's have a look. We'll pop this one down in that top corner. Like so. And then pop this one on the top. So we'll just let that dry for a moment. And then we can get a little sentiment for this bottom part. And maybe a little bit of lace as well. Now then, where's the end on this? There we go. I found you. Yep, I think we'll pop that underneath there. And it says, "The road to freedom is bordered with sunflowers." And that's a quote by somebody called Martin Firrell. And then we'll get 3 of these little pieces of lace. And the Fab-A-Tac. We'll pop that on there. There we are. Now then, I'm just wondering if we can glue that to the page. Where was it? But before I do that, I'm just going to ink around the edges of the butterfly. Should have done this before I put it on, but because they're not glued down to the page, it's not quite so bad. There we go. And I want to get some faux pearls for in there. But I can do that once we've attached it to the page. So let's have a look. Now then, this page has been tea stained, but it's very, very light. So what I can do is, just bear with me one moment. I've got a stencil because it's that pale in comparison to this one. It looks like it hasn't been tea stained. So what we'll do before we put the page on there, I'll just give a little bit of a flourish. We'll do a bit in this corner as well. There we go. It just takes the whiteness off, and I think I might need to put a little bit in here. Let's have a look. There we are. And then we can glue this down to the page. Get rid of some of my tools. So we've got some little blue diamond, not diamantes, little blue faux pearls, and I did drop one earlier, so I'll pop that one in there. I'll get another one and I can find them. There we are. Put another one there. So there we there we go. The other thing I was thinking was maybe putting a dingle dangle on the end of here with some beads or something like that, but I'll have a think about that. So I do hope that you like that project. It's fairly easy. You know, it's you can, you know, decorate them with all sorts. You can collage on them, you know, instead of using the backing paper, you can tear up strips and decorate it as you wish. You can leave the pocket off. Now, I have forgotten about the pocket. You can pop a little card in there, or you could use it for holding a piece of ephemera. Now, where did that flower go? I picked up earlier. You can never find it when you want it. There it is. So you could actually tuck in your little pieces of ephemera in there. Now that flower's a bit floppy, it wants backing with something, but you know, if you printed them on some stronger card, you could do that, you know, put some flowers in it. So what I'll do is I'll make a little tiny tag to go in there out of some card, and put something on the top, and I'll show you what we've decided at the flip through, you know, on week 5. So that's the end of this video for week 4, and do hope you like this project, as I said, and I hope that you will leave me a comment. Please like and subscribe if you like the things that you're seeing. It'd be lovely to have you along, and I want to thank everybody who's supported me so far. You know, my regular viewers, I'm extremely grateful, and if you're new, I'm glad that you popped in today, and I hope that you'll stay and look for more content in the future. There'll be another video next week, which will be the flip through at the end, and then what I will be doing is I'll be putting this little journal in my coffee shop for anybody who's interested. So take care until next time. Bye.